Hey guys, so we're going to do another gun video, and of course mostly what I do is show you a lot of my favorite guns, and so I want to show you a gun that I'm very proud of that has gotten very old, because I've gotten very old with it. Oh well, what do? Just keep waking up and breathing. It happened to all of us. So what we have here is a 1977 Sako Finnbear. And this gun, I got this gun for graduation, which is an extremely nice gun. And this was, well, this might be one of the nicer rifles I have that has wood stock. It probably is, actually. And so this was my graduation gun, and it has a hinged floor plate. That's what that's called, is a hinged floor plate. It's got some kind of little, kind of wish it didn't have that, whatever that is, some kind of animal. And this is why it's called a Finnbear, because that's supposed to be a bear. And of course Seiko is made in Finland, I think. And it has a very high gloss blue on it. This is the Seiko action, which I really like. It's a modified sort of Mauser type action. And so it's all this high gloss blued. And the stock is like or what is a lacquer finish. All right, which back then, that was the style, you know, see yourself in it and all this stuff. Well, I have taken this gun all over the United States and Canada, hunting with it. And so I got up in Canada, way up in Canada hunting, and it was, you know, in the fall, and it was getting cold and it was getting wet. And we decided to come home, and of course it was just a couple of teenagers, you know. And so it had been raining and all this stuff, and so I take and set it in a foam gun case, throw it in the truck. We drive for 3 days straight, and when I get home, the entire stock is white, literally white, because of the water, the condensation, the moisture. I didn't put it up this way, but it had enough in the air and enough, I guess, inside the gun to where it turned my whole stock white, which made me just sick, because it was only maybe a year old at that point, and it actually put a couple of little rust spots right here, I guess you'd say, or it took the bluing off. Once it dried out, it turned back to the way it's supposed to be. But sometime later on, after I'd hunted and beat it up, I decided to refinish it myself. So I stripped it down. I put back like an original lacquer finish, which turned out beautiful. Now it's got a lot of honest wear spots on it now, because when I stopped hunting with it some years back, this is what Anna started to hunt with after she wanted to graduate from a 243. So it is a 30-06, the old standby 30 caliber, and that was a big thing back then. It's not that big now, but it's still a wonderful cartridge. 308 would probably be my go-to choice today if I was wanting a 30 caliber hunting gun. And we're going to talk about calibers, not today, but another time, because there's a few things I want to explain, because not a lot of people really understand this. And I reload all my bullets myself, and these are Sierra Game King bullets, which I've used since '77, and they just never have let me down. It's a killing machine, and it has killed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of deer. And so this is a Leopold 3.5 to 2 to 10, which is really kind of cool. I think it's 2. No, it's a 3.5 to 10. I'm sorry, Varix 3 with an adjustable objective. This is the original scope, which is a testament to Leopold. So if I ever want a good scope that doesn't cost like a European scope, my go-to is Leopold. They have a lifetime guarantee. Somewhere along the way, I took this scope, maybe 30 years into its life, and I sent it back. They cleaned it up. They made it look like new. It didn't cost me anything, and it's still, to me, it's just like it is today. Now, it's a 1-inch tube with a 40 millimeter objective, so that's kind of what it was back then. Now everybody's gone to the 50 and even bigger objectives with 30 millimeter tubes, which nothing wrong with that. That's just what this has, and it has worked just wonderfully all these years. So sadly, this gun has a crack right here. Got that from running through the woods with a buddy trying to find a deer, and I fell and broke it, and it was still pretty new. This particular gun has a floating barrel in it, and so what that means is this spot right here is the only place from here back is what's touching the stock. From here down, it floats, and so it doesn't touch the stock, and traditionally that's considered to be more accurate. And the way you check that is you take a dollar bill and slide it down, and it's not supposed to touch any wood anywhere, because if it does, it'll mess up the accuracy. Now, this is a very accurate gun too for a hunting gun. And of course, I used it and used it and used it. It's a steel barrel. Everything's blued steel on it. And I cleaned it. Of course, I always kept the outside clean and didn't clean the barrel like I was supposed to. And somewhere along the way, the gun just quit shooting. And the groups opened up, because typically, I'm looking for a group about like this at 100 yards out of a gun like this. And they got bigger and bigger and bigger, and maybe a 4, 5, or 6 inch group. So I took it to my gunsmith, and this particular gun, now this is called the crown of the barrel. So this very end is the crown. And if the crown gets dinged or nicked or worn out, it will absolutely ruin accuracy no matter what you do. So this one did not have a crown, or basically it was just a squared off flat crown. So I was concerned that it had gotten dinged and a little bit to mess it up. So I had him put this concave crown on it, just a little bit. I went back out, I went to shooting it, and it still wasn't any good. It just wouldn't shoot. And so I thought, well, maybe I've ruined my barrel, because I never cleaned it like I should. Once I started doing competition shooting, I learned how to clean a barrel. And I came in and I cleaned on this barrel, which is, 40 plus year old gun. I cleaned on it for a whole weekend. And when I got through with it, there was not a thing inside it anymore. Of course, it had 40 years of buildup, which I didn't realize. And it went right back to shooting like it was brand new. So I hope you enjoyed this. Just a little talking about a cool gun. Y'all take care, and don't forget to keep your BaccOff around. See ya. Bye.